Hello everyone, myself Assistant Professor Bhagyashri from Lakshmi Chand Golwala College of Commerce and Economics. So, topic today is related to the course Fybms, and the name of the topic is Johari windows. So today I would be explaining it into the two parts. First I'll explain the concept and later on with the examples. Let's move on with the presentations. First we'll understand why a group is formed. So a group is basically formed by your observation. When you form a group, you form by observing people. You observe how they talk, how is their personality, how is their attitude towards certain situations. You observe people and you try to be friends with them or you try to connect to them. Okay, so generally when you talk with people, you first observe, is the person right, is the person suitable for being friends with. So to improve this communication, you should first understand the perception of an individual in a group. Okay, so the Johari window which we are going to learn is basically based on two things. First, you should acquire the trust of others, and the next is to learn about yourself through feedback from others. First, you have to acquire the trust, you have to take the trust of others, and next is you should learn when a person is giving you some feedbacks related to your behavior or your personality, what other improving things you should needed to do. So you should first accept the feedback positively, not negatively. So once you accept it positively, you'll get to know that where you are lacking and where you should improve the things. Okay, so this Johari window technique was developed by these psychologists. First is Harry Ingman and the next is Joseph Luft in 1955 in Los Angeles. Okay, so this technique or this model was basically for the self-help groups and for the corporate settings, where self-help group is where you help yourself to improve certain things. When you get feedback from others or you're the top level person, so you try to change particular things in yourself. So the Johari name which we see, Johari window. So the word Johari was taken from the initials of these two American psychologists. First is Joe and next is Harry. So this is how the name was formed. Also known as disclosure feedback model of self-awareness and also the information processing. So you get the feedback, you get the disclosure from others, like how if you are unaware about yourself, so you get feedbacks from others and you get to know what I had never known this before, so I should improve this thing, or should I got to know very great, so what more I can add to it, how should I improve in certain areas. So you get to you get self aware, and then you do the information processing. Then if you get a feedback like you have a bad attitude towards someone, so how should I make it good, how should I make it kind. So this is the process you take from bad to good or good to kind is the information process. You get the information and you do the processing. So it helps to understand the interpersonal communication, and basically it represents more about your feelings, your experiences, your point of view, and how is your attitude, what are your skills, what are your intentions, what is the motivation. Okay, so this window is basically based on all the things that we discussed. Okay, so moving ahead, it consists of window panes of 4 rooms which we can say. So first is open, known to others and known to self. Next is known to self but not known to self, known to others. My mistake. Okay, next is hidden, known to self, not known to others. Last one is unknown, not known to self but not known to others. So in the first, you know about yourself and also others know about you. And in the blind area where you don't know, you are unaware about it, but others know. And hidden is where you know it but you don't want to reveal it to others. And the last one is where you are unconscious, where you don't know what is happening or what are their feelings, and others also don't know even after observing you. So this was a confusing phrases, but we will understand further while going in depth. So the first two windows represent you or your true self, with while other two windows represent the part that is known to others but not to yourself. So we will learn in depth about these four rooms or the four panes of Johari window. Okay, moving ahead with the first is the open pane or the open area. So this pane is open area because it contains the information related to one's behavior, one's feeling, one's emotion about the person. Okay, it is known to the person itself as well as the other members in the group. When you are engaged in a group or involved in a group, okay, so you know about how you feel, how is your emotion, how is your personality, even it is known to the other people. Okay, so the open area is a part where you're conscious about yourself. You are conscious about how you're going to react to certain things, how you will feel when certain things happen, or how is your attitude to certain situations. Okay, so this is known to others. If when you're working with your colleague, okay, and you are a very open person, you like to explore new things, you like to gain knowledge, or you like to explore more of yourself and also others. So the once you know there is a certain situation happening, okay, so directly your colleague or your or your friends or some other people which are very close to you, they'll know how will you feel. They will come to know, yeah, this will happen, so he will feel like that, so he will be basically hurt or something like that, or how he will react, or how he will get emotionally hurt, so they know about you. So if you can know, if you know about a quote like life is an open book, so open book is like your life is very transparent, even if you try to hide certain things, so one day someone is going to know about what you are and what you want to be. Okay, so people are very open, most of the people are like open books, they like to be transparent. Transparent is like they like to be keep a transparency, they like to keep everything open, like yeah, this is me, this is how I am, this is how I feel, this is how is my behavior, this is how I get hurt, or these things they express with their partners also, or even some other peoples. They like to be open, they don't want to be such kind of hidden people, they don't want to get isolated. So see, they like to get more involved in groups. Okay, so to improve, if you're lacking in the open area, okay, so to improve this open area, you should first reduce the three areas which we discussed priorly. Okay, the blind, hidden and unknown. So these three areas you should reduce more to get to the open areas, because there's nothing to hide, or there's you not accept feedbacks from others, you take it negatively. No, you should accept everything positively. Whatever feedback you get from others, it should be positive, not a revengeful one. Okay, yeah, this person has given me certain feedback, no, no, I won't change myself, this is how I am. No, if a person is giving you feedback to change yourself for in good terms, not in bad terms, in good terms, so you should make certain changes. So to improve the open areas which we were talking about, one should reveal himself or herself, You should reveal yourself. You should be transparent with the people that are around you, or you should be transparent with your environment you're working in. Okay, and reduce the others area simultaneously. Okay, so an example which we can get is when you're working in an organization. Okay, you work in a certain environment, so you are a new joinee, so you get certain job or certain task, you have to be talk with others. So you try, if you try to suppress yourself, no one is going to come and talk to you suddenly. Okay, so if you try to be open, so people will give you feedbacks, people will get to know you, and you will also get to know others. Okay, so if we take a term like career development. Okay, so career development is what, where you develop your career, you take certain steps to from one position to the other position. Okay, so during the process of career development, how actions you will take, or how you will communicate with others. So first step which you will try to is, you will discuss about your personal development first, later you will develop your career. First, you, for the career development, you should develop yourself, you should gain more confidence. Okay, when you want to improve your open area, first you should try to be means like you should try to reveal yourself more, not just like not just a blabber mouth is like not talking illogical things or not irrelevant to the situation. Okay, so first you should try to develop your confidence, self confidence. Okay, once you enter, so people should know that you are very confident about what you're talking, even if it's wrong or even if it's right. Okay, so next is, second is, you should gain more experience. Okay, when you want to be an open person, so you explore more things. Why you explore? Because you want to gain experiences, you want to know more. If I do this, what will be the consequences, and if I do the same thing again, I should be reminded about how I had experienced it before. Okay, next we will move to um, blind area or blind spot which we say. So blind spot is basically a area where you are unaware about a certain information about yourself, but others know about it. Okay, others are very aware how is your personality, how is your behavior. Okay, but you are unaware about it because you don't know how you are and how you want to be. You are little in a confused state. Okay, or maybe you must not be knowing that you have certain personality within you. Okay, so there are certain examples which I will discuss, like how adjectives are used to describe these areas which we are discussing. Okay, so here your peers यानी the people which are working with you. Okay, so they represent what you perceive. Okay, what others perceive, but the subject does not, means what others know about you, what others have perceptions about you, but you are unaware about it. So for the efficient communication in this area, you should first avoid your blind area. Okay, you should accept the feedbacks, you should try to be open. If you are unaware about certain things about yourself, so you should try to be open with others, you should go and you should get the feedback and the suggestions also. So once you get the feedback and the suggestions from your peers or the group members or your heads or top level people, you'll get to know, yes, I had this personality. Okay, so I have this personality, so what improvement I should make in it, or if I'm lacking in certain behavior or in certain attitude, if my attitude is bad. Okay, so how I should improve it, how others should get attracted towards me. Okay, how I should make certain changes in me when I was unaware about it. Okay, so this is blind area. So if you want to improve your area, okay, so first is you should grab the opportunities. Okay, once you seek feedback from others, so you should grab the opportunity by talking to your co-workers. Okay, you should do this on regular basis. It's not like you do once, you get your feedback, yeah, I got the feedback, I'll change it. No, you should it should be a regular process. You should get feedback. Okay, once you get feedback, yeah, you made this changes. Okay, so you go again to that person, get the feedback again, yeah, I made the changes, is that okay, or should I improve more? So this is how it is a regular process. You should not stop somewhere. If you get one feedback from a coworker, like you had this attitude, so you should change attitude, yeah, you got this feedback and then you sit down. No, you should communicate more. Okay, so first is you will do that, we should build a relationship with your co-workers. Once you build with a relationship with someone, so you get the feedback on regular basis. You should gain the insights means how I can improve, how can I improve in certain area. Okay, how can I improve my performance. Okay, thirdly is like you should demonstrate. Okay, demonstrate is like once you get the feedback, once you make all the changes, you should show like I have made certain changes. Are they right, are they wrong? You should accept the feedback positively. It should not affect your feelings or your emotions. You should get the feedback, make certain changes, demonstrate it. Okay, and which will help you for your personality development. Okay, so next is hidden area. So hidden, we know hide and seek. No, that's not true. Hidden is where you hide. Okay, hidden, which is only known to you, but you don't want to share. Like in schools we have done, when we used to take a tiffin box and mom used to make some yummy lunch, you should hide it, and then we would eat it slowly, and we would not give it to our friends. But if it was not what you wanted, if it is not your like, the food which mom has given is not as per your need, you would share it with your friends. So same is the hidden area. So in hidden area you try to hide the informations from others. You are knowing how your attitude is, you are knowing how your behavior is, you know certain things about yourself, but you try to hide it from others. You think that these traits or these personality traits or this behavior, this attitude should not be known to others. You try to hide yourself, you try to avoid certain things or certain information from others. So what happens is, like, your peers or your group members are very unaware about your behavior, your personality, your attitude. Okay, so you try to be what we say, you try to hide your face, you put a mask on where you don't want to reveal your real self. Okay, so the reason for this behavior or this area is where you have experienced something in your past, where you try to hide everything, is because it might be something personal, or you might be relenting to share it to others. You don't want to be a very open person, you want to you try to hide it. Okay, so this involves certain past experiences, certain things related to your past or your secrets, or if I share something, okay, if I share my feelings to someone, so what he may think about me, or what he might create a perception in his mind, or what opinions might other give about me. So these are the reasons where you try to hide, or you don't want to share it, or you are a person like you don't want to share much information about yourself to others. So in hidden areas, one example we can give is where to improve area from hidden, if you want to become an open person, you should consider this area open area. So you should try to deliver more presentations, more speech. You should make like if I'm giving my presentation, okay, what are my points, okay, how I should deliver it, what is the way I will use to present myself. You make some presentation goals. Next, you try to greet your colleagues. You that will help others to understand, will get to know how others have a perception towards you, how they value you, your behavior or your attitude. Okay, third is you try to build more relationships. Okay, greeting is also important, and also building a relationship with your co-workers. Like sometimes if you are trying to hide your certain secrets, okay, so you try to build a trust with others. You try but you the person should be trustworthy, not just you should be sharing everything. So the person should keep that thing within himself. He should not go on telling to others. Okay, so you should first find someone who is trustworthy, and you should share it with him, like how you feel, how you experience certain things in your past, or what are your thoughts about a particular thing. By hiding, it may create a stress for you, like you won't get any friends, you would try to be alone, isolated, you would like to be isolated. So if you want to avoid this hidden area, you should first build relationship, you should greet everyone, and you should make a communicative initiative first. Okay, so next we'll move to unknown area. मुझे भी नहीं मालूम, तुमको भी नहीं मालूम. Okay, so in this area the information is unknown to you also and to your peer members. So it may be like involved in a group, they might not be known, like sometimes you behave differently, sometimes you feel something else, so they are very in unconscious state. So this represent non-participating, so they avoid to participate mostly. Non-participating we can take is like you try to avoid participation, because one thing is like you don't want to make anyone recognize you, you don't want to be very socialized. Or next, second is where everyone completely ignores you. The reason behind this might be some traumatic experience. Okay, traumatic experience in your past, or that has happened suddenly, or you might experience something which is very hurting, or you don't want to get involved with someone, or you think that that person might hurt you. Okay, so you try to avoid, or they might ignore you. So these are the reasons for the unknown area. The person as well as the group is unaware about how the person is until he or she discovers it. They might discover you, or you yourself will discover certain feelings or your personality traits slowly and gradually. Okay, so to avoid this or to reduce this unknown area, one should try to be with open communication. Might there be some traumatic experiences, might there be some trust issues, but you should be or you should take an initiative to get into the group, or you should try to talk with an individual, or be open. First is thing is you should be open. I am mostly emphasizing on the word open, because once you become open, you get to know, you explore new things, you get to know how people are, with whom you are working with, how they are with you, what is your value in that group. Okay, you develop certain skills, you develop certain personality traits. Okay, you develop you groom your personality. Okay, you groom yourself to be something which you were before. So okay, so this is how these four areas are. So as you can see on the slide, each pane has different adjectives. So what are adjectives is where you describe yourself also, and you describe others also. So the way it works is actually where you get a subject, that is which is you yourself, and the other is a peer. Peer means who is with, or your colleague. You will pick all of the things from that describes yourself, and then your peer will do exactly the same. Next step is where you compare both the list. Move ahead with the first one. In this case, as you can see, we started with the things that are same between the subject, what he perceives about himself, about his own attributes, and what the peers also think that these attributes subject is perceiving or has it. Okay, so they show the same attribute, means the subject also thinks that he has certain attributes in himself, and the peers also know what are the attributes in the subject. So as you can see that the both the list have some commonalities, so this comes into the open area. So the next step is to take all the things that the subject identifies as being his own characteristics or own attributes of themselves, but they don't appear to be same as the peers think, because yeah, what we had discussed before is where you know about yourself but you don't disclose it to anyone. So people must have their own perceptions or own belief that you might be this or you might be that. So there is a difference. So you, the subject yourself, might have these attributes or these characteristics, but your peer made some list about you. Yeah, you might be certain person like that, but you are not. So this is a facade or what we say a hidden area. So third one is blind spot. So those are all the things that the peer has perceived about the subject or you, that the subject believes is it's about himself, or you might not think these are the qualities in me, or you might be unaware, like the peer has said you that you have certain attributes, so you might be unaware or you might not accept it. What you will notice is that taken in account of everything of the both lists, so the things that capture between the both the parties is you are very unaware or you won't necessarily believe it to be true about you. Okay, so next is what we capture from both the list, the things captured by either parties. Both the parties are not known to themselves only. Now how you can improve these areas is having the means you should first grab the information or you should ask for the feedbacks. Okay, so just having the feedback or just having the opinions or just having the information is not enough. Okay, so you need to expand the things that are true about yourself, that other people also perceive about you. Okay, so you should try to contribute to the increasing understanding between the people and the people around you. So the next question is how will you improve or how actually will you expand these certain areas. So first you need to push the things. Okay, push the things means you should know more about the things that other people perceive about you. First you should know what other people think about you. So ask for the feedback, so you get to know about the information what they perceive about you, so that you can see what they disclose about you. So you need to disclose more. You should not be hidden or you should not be unaware about yourself. You should explore or you should first disclose about your information, and slowly and steadily you will get to know what other people think about you. Okay, so talk more to other people, share more information, or push what unknown territory, which I am talking next is unknown territory is the where you can both explore, even if your peer is not knowing and you yourself is not knowing about your attributes or characteristics. You can both explore by handling some questionnaires, or you can initiate with certain small talks. Okay, you can discover more about yourself, you will know more, and in the hidden areas you should try to be open. You should tell what you have experienced or what you feel without thinking of what other person might feel. Okay, so discovery, you can actually ask your in the unknown area or in any area we take considerate. Okay, so in any area you can ask your peer or your colleague or your head to observe you. That person must observe your behavior thoroughly, okay, on the daily basis. They should first list out the characteristics that describe you. Okay, they should have certain list of adjectives that might or may describe you, and from that adjectives you will get certain feedbacks related. Yeah, this is your adjective, this is where you belong, this is the area you belong to. Okay, so the idea behind this window, okay, is to push your boundaries further and further, that where sometimes you are unknown of, unaware of, or you are trying to hide. So it helps to create the better understanding between you and the environment which you are involved in or engaged in. So it helps to improve the communication and also the relationship which you are having with your co-workers or colleagues. So all of these areas is nothing but to communicate and to more improve yourself also, and also to improve the other people also. And by improving each other, how your bond is created, how well developed your relation will be. Okay, so this is an end towards our Johari window. Thank you so much.